I have a feeling price might trade down from here. But we do have a bearish fair value gap up here as well. I don't know if price might want to trade a little higher to take out the people who sold here if they have a trade. What are their stop losses at break even or something like that? If we take the fib from here to here, it gives us 705 perfectly, which is why I was kind of thinking, this is kind of like a FOMO move if we were to enter here, because we have a perfect bearish fair value gap here. Why not trade through it and then trade lower? So we'll see. We are going to take a risk once price is in there. I'm just waiting for us to see what kind of reaction we get. Wait, patience. I didn't really want to trade today because we got a 600 point move and lots of emotion still. So sometimes it's good to wait. All right. So what I'm waiting for is to see how this next candle is gonna form, because ideally we want to see a bullet kind of pattern here. So a third candle kind of pushing lower is what we're waiting for. "17 seconds till the next 1 minute candle forms." Okay, we're entering here. Stop loss at the highs. We'll see how it goes. And this is the only entry we're doing today, because like I said, I'm not really 100%. I think we, with how we're gonna do this. Simple. Targeting 200 points. So the idea here is we had the expansion macro, 10 a.m. Took out the highs of the expansion macro, and then we have these highs that took out the highs that took out the expansion macro. And then we traded lower, took out the lows, both lows that took out the highs. And now this is an area, a bearish area after this shift, because this, I would say, is a shift in market structure right here. So now this retracement, I want to see if we go to lower prices. And then we can do this, for example. But we don't know if it's going to go lower to those lows, especially because the market has been so bullish. But that's why we're going to just, do something like this. Oh, look at that. We can even do standard 1 deviation, but my first buy limit will always be at the lows here, so I can get out at least out of one trade. So far so good. We don't want to see any support here. This is typically an area that could be support because it's an inverse fair value gap. It's a bearish level that was traded through. But I just want to see price go lower from here. We're doing this just to protect ourselves in case it does reverse, but I want price to, I mean, it kind of like rushed lower, so I would like to see a rush for these lows here. All right, it is hesitating to rush to the lows, so this is what we're gonna do now. Stop loss at break even. We took a profit. We're up. I don't know. I have to see. Anyways, we'll see because it's kind of still. So it's 77. That's our total P&L, but minus 38. So however much that is, I'm not gonna do the math right now. So ideally, we want to see price come lower from here. Use this area as resistance to go lower if we're right. And since we already took profit there, we're just gonna target the low here and do something like this. And it's not really that one, it's this one. Let's do it right there. So this is 362 points if we are correct, and if price does give it to us, or either it hits buy stop or buy limit. This was actually a pretty decent trade. I'm happy that we waited. We were calm because we were almost about to enter here feeling like we might have missed out if we didn't, you know. But perfect entry right there. It's also like a lower right shoulder, which usually it's that intermediate term high, you know, that ICT always talks about. So it just felt really, really right to enter there. And we're currently up 92 points. So we'll see how that goes. Stop losses at break even. And I don't want to see price come up higher. I just want to see if price will rush to the lows from there. And yeah, let's see. Ideally, this area is resistance to push price lower now. And that's what we see and what we're waiting for. If it stops us out, at least we took profits here on one, and we're up a little bit today. We want to try to focus on more of lighter wins. Sometimes after having big days, we start trying to always target 200 points, 400 points, 600 points, and that usually tricks me into always targeting that, and that leads me to missing the smaller, points, that like the 100 points, and if you do several trades that give you 50 or 60 or 100 points, that adds up if you do it right. And that's something that I have to learn to implement into my trading, not just always look for those big moves, but always learn to implement the smaller moves into my everyday trading too. So that's why I took profit there. So that was at least 60, 70 points, which is perfect. And if we got stopped out here, at least we had something. We do have this area here, which I would like to see be respected. So I don't want price to go higher than that, because I see that as a balanced price range, and we'll make that a little bit. I don't know if we're correct, but you see, how price traded up and down quickly. So low, high, lower, low, higher, high. This is also kind of technically a breaker here. Right there. Now we can do that. Or let's make it more like this. So you see. So ideally now you want to see if price will use the 50% of the orange to push lower. And then lower prices should be in motion if we are correct on bias. Okay. So that's how I put pretty much outline my levels and use them to kind of see what we're doing. My stop loss is above the balanced price range, and we are just targeting lower prices with the idea that we have a breaker here and maybe price won't want to go lower, go higher, and violate that area. But we'll see, because it might just be doing that now, and maybe it will want to come higher before going lower to take out anyone that might have been right on this trade. So that's the tricky part about being in this markets. That's why I want to start putting two contracts and stuff into my trades, because I do want to target like bigger runs that are like 100 points, 200 points. So it's always good to take at least a partial at like a 50 or 60 point, so you're at least getting something. So it was a smart move to take that profit, because we might get stopped out here. And if we do, I'll just take what we got, and that's completely fine with me, because I don't have time to be trading, and I said I wasn't going to trade today. All right. So the final profit for today bringing us 47.82. The total account value is 1,500. I've been kind of stuck in this 1,500 range, because I'm trying to pass this 53K top step challenge. We'll see how it goes. I'm just trying to do it calmly. And yesterday we did catch a beautiful trade. However, we took a lot of L's prior to the trade, because we just kept trying and trying, and we needed to just be more patient, like we were today. This entry was good. This could possibly still go lower. Maybe it just did a double dip at 705. Take out that liquidity, anyone that entered there, and it could still go lower. So we'll see what happens. But I am done for today. This was the only trade we're going to take for today, and I'll show you guys the executions, because the other day, so we took a profit there, and then we got stopped out of break even there. So that's that, and I'll talk to you guys another day. I have a lot of videos I haven't posted. We've literally been hovering around this 51,500 zone for like the past week. We've been taking trades. It's just we lose, and then we make back what we lose, and then yeah, it's just that kind of cycle. We're trying to move past it, and I think it's maybe just a mental barrier, because I'm getting anxious, because once we pass it, we have to like redo it again and take profits. It's just a mental, it's tiring sometimes. So I love trading, don't get me wrong, but the mental aspect of always being 100% mentally fit to trade, when you have things going on in life every day, it gets a little confusing, and sometimes you want to be trading every day, but you need a break. And if you don't make the right choices, sometimes that can lead us to taking big L's in trading and over trading. And I've done that many times. So that's what we're working on. I do think that I am mentally getting stronger with just my routine or structure of trading. I'm not trying to force trades anymore. I am not just trading to become a millionaire. I'm, investing my money into other areas as well, investing into crypto, investing into real estate, investing into stocks. So the point I'm trying to say is, like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. This is something that I will always do, of course, because long term, learning to do this is like hitting the lottery. If you know how to do this, if you truly, master this skill, you can make money whenever, however you want. So that's what I want for myself, and that's why I love trading. I think it might be doing what I'm gonna do, what I think it's gonna do here, but I'm not gonna enter because I said I wasn't gonna trade. So, anyways, I'm gonna close this charts before I enter a trade, and I'll talk to you guys later. There's so many things that we can talk about when it comes to trading. If you guys liked any of the things that I've said in between, this video, comment down below if there's something that you'd like me to talk further on, and to a next video maybe I can actually like make some notes and create an actual lesson based on the things that I'm saying around my experiences with trading. So if you guys have any comments, by all means share it with me. I would love to hear your guys' opinion, and if anyone is struggling or going through the same thing that I am, like, just know that there's multiple people here going through this, and I'd love to create a community of people who are trying to master trading and are currently learning the ICT concept, because it's something that I've been studying for over 4 years now. And I do know a little bit more about it. I think it's just a matter of like learning how to implement it into your charts, implementing patience into it, and also marking it up in a way that makes sense to you, which I'm also still implementing and creating for myself. So a lot goes into trading. It takes years to master and create your system, and it's different for everyone. It takes different timelines for everyone. So for me, I'm still refining myself and figuring it out, and that's fine by me. But it's exciting for me to imagine like how deep this, like, the skill set can take you, because you can do so much with trading. So yeah, enough of that. Enough of me blabbering. Take care, guys. Have a good day, and we'll see where this goes. It might just keep pushing higher. I don't know. The market's crazy. It is pumping. As you guys can see here, like, we caught our last trade right under the lows right here, right around there, F21,580, and it's just pumping up. And we have these highs here at 21 to 11. We're gonna make this black. So that's literally, if it does want to go higher, it could do something like this. Maybe we could do 40 points here, targeting 328. And we'll do it here on the practice. How's that? Just so I don't do what I told myself I wouldn't do, we're going to do this right here. This is a practice account, just so you guys can see. I just want to see if we are right. And so that's the trade that we're going to target, because it kind of did violate our sell stop here. So I want it to be support. We're putting our stop loss under the balanced price range that we thought was the balanced price range, but it traded right through it. I don't want to see price trade under it again. And we're targeting the highs of December 26th. Okay, so that's like the highs of Christmas. So we'll see how that goes. And then the next highs after that is, well, we have this candle, and then the other candle, the very high top from the 16th of December and the 18th of December. So those are the next two highs that we would be eyeing. So they would be here, up there. Okay. So we'll see what happens and if the market wants to go higher or not. But for today, I'm done. Take care.